Hello, my name is Carlos Irvin, and I'm here to show you my new Surface 3. It came on this beautiful box, the the Surface Book 3. I really like it very much. So just to give you a little bit of background, I've been using this Surface Pro now for over 2 years, which I love, but I wanted to replace my desktop computer with a new computer because it doesn't have enough memory, and I want to start getting into editing videos, learning how to edit videos. So I figured I needed a computer that was a lot more powerful, already to do a lot of my editing for pictures like Photoshop. The 8 gigs of RAM was not enough. So, I was very undecided if I was going to get another Surface Pro or get the Surface Book. I decided to get the Surface Book because the Surface Pro, at the end of the day, is really more of a tablet than anything else. Nevertheless, I have to say, for those of you who are undecided or only need, one to do all, that the Surface Pro actually has nothing to envy from the Surface Book. As a matter of fact, if again, I haven't calibrated monitors or anything, but just taking it out of the box, the picture of my Surface Pro looks a lot better than the Surface Book. The other thing is, it's interesting, again, like I said, this one has it has a i5 core Intel Core processor versus the i7. This is the newest generation. So when I start doing some of the more challenging projects, that's when the difference will be. Now, why did I decide to get the Surface Book? At one point, I even thought about going to a Mac Pro, believe it or not. But I have to say that one of the things that I love about my Surface Pro, is to be able to remove it from here and easily convertible to a tablet. And obviously this is something that that obviously is a huge advantage. And the beauty of this is that I can do the same thing. I haven't played too much with it, but just pressing this button, it comes off and becomes a tablet. So that's amazing. Now, something that I found very interesting is that I would have thought that this tablet, the Surface Pro, I'm going to put it in the same screen, is a lot heavier than and it isn't. As a matter of fact, I mean, I haven't weighted them, but they feel exactly the same. So the big difference in weight really is the keyboard, because the keyboard of by the way, this, you can also put it this way, right? So, and then it can become also a book. So it is really remarkable because, okay, you can do that with a Surface Pro, but I mean, obviously, to be able to do that also with the book is truly amazing. Now, some of you are probably thinking, well, we know all this, so why are you telling us all this? Because I think, here are some of my conclusions. I think if right now the most important thing for you is convenience, and you're not so concerned about, replacing your replacing your okay, so it needs to recognize my face, replacing your computer, then I think that the Surface Pro is really a good alternative. It's a lot less expensive, and without having to make some of the sacrifices in terms of convenience, right? So anyway, This is not supposed to be right now a review, it's more like a preview of the differences between the two, especially for those who are undecided or maybe haven't bought either one. I think both are excellent choices. I look forward to doing another video once I start doing my heavy editing with the new computer, so I can show more and more of the capabilities of the bigger processor and the more RAM. So this one has, so this book has the 16 RAM and the i7. So I didn't get the top of the line because I thought it was too expensive. This one I got for 17, I think it was 17.99, which for me is already a lot of money. And what I'm planning to do is my Surface Pro will continue to be my main tablet. I mean, I used to have an iPad, but the iPad is old and it died, and this is going to become more like my computer. If I have a meeting and I don't want to carry too much weight, I can always put this in my notepad, and it's very thin, and way to go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this preview. If you have any questions, put it in the comments area. That way, in my next video, when I have a chance to do a lot more of a review, then I can answer some of those questions. Thank you.